Hi, welcome back to another stream. And yes, this is the third day in a row that I'm streaming already. And let's be honest, I think this is something that I did not expect to be streaming like 3 days in a row. But this is the original schedule that I'm supposed to be having, which is basically the PSLE science paper. So recently, we just hit in 300 followers, and I'm not gonna lie, it's an achievement that I honestly don't think I'll be able to hit it anytime soon. Partly because I think the journey to 200, 300 took quite a while, but it's all good, to be honest. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really just streaming for the fun of it, and if it comes, it comes. It doesn't come, it's fine with me. Like I'm still enjoying what I'm doing, so that's more important. And whatever the case is that I hope you guys are entertained by what I'm doing. Other than that, this is basically my way of saying thank you to everyone who has supported me, especially as I'm playing Dark Souls lately. Like a lot of the viewers are coming from Dark Souls, and I'm always trying to encourage you guys to like always come by for like other parts of my stream. But it's okay. I mean, to be fair, like I'm also enjoying Dark Souls also. So, I'm trying to step away from Dark Souls and then hit into Sekiro. After that, to Elden Ring once I completed it, and that will be the whole of the Soulsborne games. At the rate I'm going at Dark Souls 2, it does seem like we are not say close to 1/4 done, but from what I've read online is that we are about 10% done of Dark Souls 2. So it will take some time for us to reach the completion of our first playthrough of Dark Souls 2. And then when we are completed with Dark Souls 2 New Game, we're definitely going to New Game Plus. So there are still the DLCs to care about. I don't know if the DLCs matters in Dark Souls 2 New Game Plus. If it does matter, we will definitely do it in New Game Plus. Otherwise, we're just gonna treat Dark Souls 2 very similar to how we did in Dark Souls 1 New Game Plus. So yeah, this is the whole entire what we are going to be doing for Dark Souls 2. And I think once I kind of got past the difficulty of, the health situation and the despawning nature and all of that, I think the game starts to become a little bit more manageable. Um, but it still didn't change the fact that the game is still quite difficult. So it's gonna be a lot of, ironically speaking, adaptability going on for Dark Souls 2. It's gonna be difficult, but it's still what calls as like a Dark Souls game. And my point still stands that Dark Souls 2 isn't exactly the best rated game in my books. Out of the two games I played so far, like out of Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, I personally prefer Dark Souls 1, but I still want to form my own judgment once I've been through Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and as well as Elden Ring, and then from there, I will give like my honest opinion about Dark Souls 2 and see that has changed in my course of the gameplay itself. So that's Dark Souls 2 itself. Other than that, I try not to neglect other games as well, but because I'm excited to complete Dark Souls 2, so I think the initial rush of completing Dark Souls 2 is still there, and I'm still like really excited to play that game. So I would say that give me some time to like die off the Dark Souls 2 hype. And then we will probably run back to our usual catalog of games like Bucks 2, Super Auto Pets. What else do we have? Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which is our flagship series that we have not completed. I don't know how long it will take us to complete this game, but hopefully either this year or next year. Like, I don't want to drag this anymore further because it's getting more painful as each year it starts to drag out on. Then there's also Untitled Goose Game. I think Untitled Goose Game is finishing as well. Like, I just need to complete like a few more bonus achievements here and there, and I can consider that as completed. So once like all of these games are completed, I will replace them with new games, and also not forgetting to not neglect Genshin Impact, and as well as Fall Guys, which I play once in a while. I haven't been playing Genshin in a long, long while. Like, I have not played it since the time that I was playing it the other day. So, partly because I also got kind of drained out by the daily farming, and partly because Inazuma daily commissions are really painful, so I might switch it back to Liyue so I can have an easier time on myself, or I try to rush to get Sumeru daily commissions completed. Um, so I might go into Sumeru one day for daily commissions. Other than that, today, as I mentioned, it's gonna be our 300 followers special stream, and just want to say thank you so much for helping me to reach 300 followers. I honestly don't know how long it will take me to reach 400 followers, but like I said, the numbers is not important. The only reason why like I celebrate all of this special followers milestone is because I really want a way to like thank everyone, and this is basically my way of doing it. So like for example, like the 100 followers we did for the jigsaw puzzle stream, and then after that for 200 we did for the cooking stream as well. So for 300 we're doing PSLE. So we have more things coming up, like for 400, 500. I have something planned for 500, but I don't know how fast we'll reach 400 first. But I have not really thought of what to do for 400 yet. So we will leave it to the chat or whoever wants to properly suggest um, what 400 can be about. And then once we do reach there, we will talk about what we do for 400. So for today, we're going to be doing PSLE papers for 300 followers. And in case if you're curious, we actually did the science paper. Oh, sorry, we did this mathematics paper the other time, which is about 2 weeks ago. I can't remember when exactly, but I think we did it on last Saturday, if I recall correctly. And let's just say that the science paper the max paper kicked my ass, because it was really, not say tough, but I think a good portion of them were careless mistakes, and I think I could have done better, honestly. But I'm not gonna repeat that trauma. So, I mean, the max paper was pretty tough by itself, because like, how the heck they expect a primary 6 student to figure out all this? Like, if a primary 6 student can't figure out this, what makes them think that a grown up adult like myself be able to figure out that itself? So I think it's a bit difficult, but it was still manageable for me. I think we got 67 points out of 100, which is, I think it was a C or D or B. So I mean, not the best grade, but not so bad lah. Okay, not so bad. Um, Other than that, today we're doing science paper, so it's basically part 2 out of 2 that we are doing. So we did like a Discord poll, and we are going to be doing the science paper today. And I have zero expectations on how difficult science is. Like when I was young, I don't remember science being really too difficult. And science subject itself is one of my favorite subjects as well. So I don't think I will be suffering as much, but it's very hard to say, because it's for primary 6 students. Like, I may have forgotten a good chunk of the things that I need to remember for primary 6 stuff. So honestly, like, a lot of the things that we are going into this stream, it's gonna be very blinded. Like, I have not seen the questions. I have not read up on about primary six science papers or science questions, so I have zero clue how tough can they be. So I'm just running in quite blind here. So yeah, and for those people who are also new in this channel, hi there, my name is KH and I'm a Singaporean variety streamer, and I do lots of different kinds of stuff from just chatting to games. Sometimes I do IRL as well, but it's very rare that I do that recently. But essentially, like what kind of games I play, like I play RPG, adventure, I play racing, sometimes casual games as well. So like I play lots of different kinds of games, and I do hope that I um, keep you guys company. And let's get down to the science paper. So if you're in this chat, feel free to say hi. Not I don't bite. Don't worry about it. Okay, so feel free to say hi, and let's get into the science paper. So like I said, like I have zero explanation of how to do this paper. So um, I have it with me here. Apparently um what's it called again? Time limit for each paper, the time limit for both papers is actually 1 hour and 45 minutes. So let's get down to business, I guess. So also I do need to um set up the what's it called again? The timer as well. Because the timer is actually 1 hour and 45 minutes. So give me a bit. There you go. We will put 1 hour and 46 minutes first, because it will take me some time to reach to where I need to be in. Okay, also, let me just resize all my stuff on my end. Just resizing some windows on my end right now. Okay, let's get down to business, and we have 1 hour and 45 minutes, and let's do up this paper. Which of the following characteristics can be used to differentiate between birds and insects? Presence of wings, outer body covering, the number of wings, and the method of reproduction. I think the answer is 2. Because presence of wings, like, not all insects has wings. Birds have always have wings anyway. Should be 2. Yeah. Okay. The graph below shows the amount of carbon dioxide. Outer body covering. Yeah, I believe it's outer body covering. That's like the covering of the body itself. So it should be able to differentiate between birds and insects. That's why I'm assuming, Raven. And welcome in. We're doing primary school living examination. It's for grade 6 students in Singapore, and this is basically the primary school standard of papers that they will do before they transit into their secondary school education, or in your case, or in international, for international viewers, this is called high school. So yeah, grade school to high school. So primary school examinations are known for pretty tough for Asians. So just thought that just doing something for fun for 300 followers, and welcome in, by the way. The graph below shows the amount of carbon dioxide exhaled by Jim, Marissa, and Sky in 1 minute while they were doing some activities. Which of the following correctly describes the activity that they were doing? Let's see. But have you done anything? Have you revisited any of like your grade school or primary school papers and see like you can actually attempt them? Which of the activity that they're doing? Let's see. Okay, let's do Sky's one. Sky is super obvious. Um, I mean, if you're exhaling this amount of carbon dioxide, means you're basically doing a lot of things. Obviously, it's not writing, so it's obviously not writing already. Um, swimming, jogging. Okay, so both of them, all three of them are basically correct, but I just know which one from here. Let's see. Gym, writing, jogging, writing. So it should be number three then. Yeah. So Jim was doing jogging, Marisa was doing writing, and then Sky was swimming. So it should be three. I think I remember doing a test before high school. How do you do though? Okay, let's see. Study the diagram below. We have the mouth, we have the gutlet, or the esophagus or something. I don't know. I forgot how to pronounce that thing already. The stomach, we have the small and large intestines. Okay, let's see. Which of the following correct identifies the organs where digestion and absorption of water takes place? Wow. I don't remember this at all. Oh shit. Absorption of water. Okay. Digestion. Digestion, I think. Okay, I think absorption of water. I probably did this shit. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Digestion will be B stomach. I think so. It should be stomach. It should be stomach. Stomach should be digestion. I remembered that there is probably an organ that absorbs water. So I'm assuming it's D. So E, sorry. E should be the one before it becomes feces. If I recall correctly. If I recall correctly. Then digestion. Okay, it seems like D is correct. D is obviously correct. But A. Digestion should... Does the digestion starts at A though? Which is on the mouth. I'm okay, let's think, I think it's 4. They're all multi answers, so I guess it's just one in the stomach. Yup, correct. I remembered that the food does break down on the mouth, breaks down at the stomach, but I wasn't sure if it breaks down in the small intestines. But since like it's all giving you D anyway, so you might as well assume that it's correct. I literally learned digestive chart in uni. I can't remember. Hey, you should be more. You should be better than me though, Raven. Okay, let's see. Next one. Alfred studied the onion cell, chick cell, and leaf cell under a microscope. He counted the number of cell parts A, B, and C in each cell, and recorded his observations in the table below. Huh. Interesting. A, B, C. Okay, I have zero clue what they mean by the way. Cell parts. Wow. I don't know though. I really don't know this one. Okay. Cell parts. Cell parts. What does cell parts means? Chloroplast is probably a plant. I believe chloroplast is the one that you absorb. What is it called again? Um, the sunlight itself. So that means anything that doesn't absorb sunlight. Okay, let's see. Yeah, absorbs the light, correct. So that's what I remembered from chloroplast. Chloroplast. Um, onion cell. But how do I know what's what though? Onion doesn't. Okay, so let's think about this. An onion cell doesn't require chloroplast because it's underground, I'm assuming. They all have nucleus, I assume. I would thought so as well. Actually, I would think that it's actually C. Is correct, this one. But why would... I don't know. Cell wall. Does it leave a cell wall? Only... I remember now. Wait, so okay, nucleus is correct. Everything should have nucleus. Because they're all cells anyway. Um... Chick cell is by... Chick cell is animal cell. So animal cells has no chloroplast. That's why I remembered. Yeah, so it should be this. It should be this. It should be number one. Because cell wall had presence in any leaves, if I recall correctly. So let's go. Next one. Which of the following substances are carried in both plant transport system and human circulatory system? Circulatory system, huh? Carbon dioxide is one of them. That's for sure. Wait, circulatory system is... New Zealand kids would not do so well on this test. Wait, is it much more difficult or much more easier compared to that? To this test I'm doing. Plant transport system and humans... What's the transport system? Is it circulatory system? I thought it's gonna be a bad idea for me to do this, by the way, but it's okay. Circulatory is blood system, from what I remembered. But I don't remember transport system. I would assume transport system is respiratory. So, respiratory, oxygen, I guess. Is it B and D? I'm guessing it's B and D. Let's go for. I don't really remember learning any major science stuff in primary or intermediate. We do learn quite a bit of things when we were in primary school, but it wasn't that... I don't remember it to be that intensive though. Maybe it's just me. Study the flowchart below. Living things, yes. Question B, no, mo. Yes, does it bear fruits? No, Q, and yes, grass. Which of the following is correct? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Does it make its own food? No. Mo is considered as a plant. So this is obviously wrong. So number one is obviously wrong. Can it be seen by its naked eye? No, this is obviously wrong too as well. Wait. Mo is a mushroom. Mo is a mushroom. Does it make its own food? No. But it grows on something else. Let's see. Does it bear fruits? Mushroom. Should be correct, I guess. Does it make its own food? Bird nest fern is a kind of mushroom as well. Can it be seen with naked eye? No. No, this is obviously wrong as well. Bird nest fern. Bird nest fern does not bear fruits though. So yeah, it's obviously wrong. Does it make its own food? It's a fungi, isn't it? Yeah, it's a fungi. So it's probably mushroom. Yeah, it's definitely mushroom, yeah. It's definitely mushroom. Okay, let's see. Oh god, how am I supposed to know this? Okay, two identical celery stalks, each with its cut part cut out were lowered into two beakers of blue colored water. After a few hours, two stalks were cut at EF and EGF as the diagram shown in the diagram below. Okay. Wow. Which of the diagrams, how would the stalk at EF and GF will look like? I don't think this is important, right? That's hard. Is this important though? I don't know if this positioning matters. Maybe no color when the cut is above it. I would assume so. I would assume so. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I'll tell you what I know. EF definitely has color. So it's definitely the second option. It's definitely the second option. And then the fourth option. But I don't get this. I don't get this. Does it mean like one side has color or the other side there's no color? Does it means that gets into the cut and bleeds up? Maybe there where cut a bird seed, and or there is color it gets into the cut and bleeds up to it. I think so though. So okay, I'm assuming right. I'm assuming right because it's above. It's not touching to the G. We need to test this now. I don't have a salary at home. Okay, I will guess that. I would guess that this is correct and this is correct. But wait. Oh, no, 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 no. It's this actually. Okay, so the reason why it may not happen is because this is a halfway point. So this is this should force every part of the cell um be colored. But this is halfway point, so that means it doesn't touches to G, but H is touched already. So that means it should be the fourth option. Yeah. Should be the fourth option. Okay, let's see. The diagram below shows the human. Sounds about right. I think so too. I think so too. The female reproductive system in humans, and which part of the female reproductive system, A, B, C, or D, where the fertilized egg developed in? Um, develop in? Wait. Develop in what? Fertilized egg. Okay, so it should be C. Yeah. This is embarrassing if I don't know my reproductive systems. Okay, the diagram below shows a flower taken from a pot of plant. Daniel wanted to find out which flower parts of the flower is or are necessarily for fruit to develop. He removed some parts of the flowers as shown below and left the pot of plant in the garden for 1 month. Which flower will not develop into a fruit? Ooh. This is important. I remember this is an important part of the fruit process. What the heck is this thing? Oh shit! I don't remember this at all. I remember seeing this before, but I don't remember the answers really. Huh. I think this is the. I think this is like the what is it called again? Um, the leaf or something of the flower. Like this part I'm assuming it's a leaf of the flower. I don't remember what is this. If a plant's still got roots, it generally regrows, doesn't it? I think so. So it's able to regrow anyway. It shouldn't be like not able to grow a fruit. But I do know that this is important. These three things are important. I remember this vividly. Vaguely. These are parts of the plant. I don't know. I don't remember what they're called. Okay, I'm assuming that the answer is R. But it's forcing me to choose either one of them. That's the problem. And I have to basically choose an answer now. Um Okay, let me guess, okay? I'm guessing the number is 4. It just feels right to be a 4. I don't know. Okay, next one. Two plants, M and N, were planted on the island as shown below. 3 months later, plants N and N were found as shown below. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see. What the characteristics are correctly matched to fruits M and N? Okay, let's see. This thing is definitely water-bound plant. It's a water-bound plant. It's definitely a wing-like structure for N. Singapore has genius children cause what the heck? I don't remember honestly. It is quite a while since I remembered. Fibrous cask. Okay, wait. I need to Google this. What the hell is fibers mean? Oh, that's not helping. Consisting. Okay, what does a fibrous means? Contains a lot of fiber or fiber. Okay, got it. Hmm. I'm guessing it's dry and hard because it needs to go through the waters and stuff. So that means the answer is 1. Next one. What is the impact of global warming? Soil erosion, air pollution, rise in sea level, loss of habitat for plants and animals. Huh? Isn't it all of it? Isn't all of them all part of global warming? Um. Okay, wait. What's the impact of global warming? So it should be rise of sea level, loss of habitat is correct. If there's global warming, that means will there be any soil erosion? Soil erosion shouldn't be directly connected to global warming, I think. It should be 4. It should be, no, it should be 3, sorry. Because soil erosion, wait. If there's soil erosion means it can be from thunderstorms and stuff, so that means it can be from changing weather patterns. Yeah, so it should be A as well. So yeah, it should be an A. So it should be 4. Would it erode from rising seas on land? That's what I thought as well. It could be either like from bad weather of changing weather patterns, or it can be like just thunderstorms and stuff. It could be 4. I don't know. Might be wrong. Okay, the diagram below shows the flow of energy among the sun and some organisms. Okay, so sun goes to plant, goes to animal, goes to fungi. Okay, so let's see. Photosynthesis is correct. Digestion is obviously correct. So it's Decomposition. Correct. So yeah, the answer is 1. This is actually quite easy, in my opinion. Next one. City carried out an experiment to study the preferred environment of organisms as 30 organism S were placed in the middle of dish A. 10 minutes later, the number of organism S in each section was counted and recorded. The experiment was repeated with dish B. 30. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Which of the following is likely observed in NCOP of dish C? So no organism S will be found in section P. Bright and cold. Um, no, this is wrong. Most of the organisms will be found in section M. Yeah, very likely. Very likely. Most of the organism S found in section O will be lesser than N. Okay, so this is dark and cold. O is bright and warm. No, it's wrong. O should be more than N. Number of organism S in sections M and P should be the same. N and P. Dark and cold. Dark and cold. Bright and cold. While this is true, I believe that dark and warm would be more preferable for the animals. So that means the answer should be 2 instead. So yeah. Let's see. Mariam wanted to find out the presence of carbon dioxide affects the growth of the plant. The diagram below shows her setup in a sealed glass tank. Okay. Using the same type of plants, which of the following could be used as a control for an experiment? Oh. Use of carbon dioxide. Presence of carbon dioxide. So that means... This is not helping, I feel. Okay, so it's either 3 or 4. It's either 3 or 4, but I don't know which one is the correct answer. Presence of carbon dioxide. Okay, let's think about this. The plants would absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. That means that the plants will not be able to absorb any carbon dioxide because of this liquid. So this should be 4. It hurts my brain. I know, I'm hurting already. My brain's hurting already. Okay, the diagram below shows an electrical plug. The table below shows some properties of 4 materials, A, B, C, and D. A tick indicates the material has a property. Which of the following will be most suitable for making part X of the plug? Okay. There's no point making it waterproof. Hello. Why do you want to make a plug waterproof? So it's obviously answer A. Okay, next. Muhammad sets up an electrical circuit as shown below. the batteries are in working condition. How many light bulbs will light up? Let's see. Iron rod. Iron is a good conductor of electricity. Correct. So that means the battery go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way. That means this one is not light up because plastic is not a good conductor of electricity. So that means there will be 3 light bulbs light up. So it should be 3. So let's see. Many shopping malls provide plastic bags for wet umbrellas on rainy days. Shoppers are advised to put their wet umbrella in these bags. Which property of the plastic bag allows it to perform the function described? Strength, flexible, waterproof, or ability to float. Obviously, waterproof. So yeah, that's why like you can actually use this thing, I guess. Okay. The diagram below shows stages A, B, C, and D of a water cycle. Which of the following A, B, C, and D of the water cycle does not cause a change in state? A change in state. I mean... Okay, wait, let's think. Clouds to rain. Clouds to rain is literally just waiting for it to rain. Then rain to river and sea is literally just downfall. So yeah. And then rain to sea to water vapor is basically evaporation. Yeah, so water to sea, it's evaporation. What is water vapor to clouds? Is it condensation? But I remember it is as B and C. So I would think it's 2. Cloud aerosols? What's aerosols? Let's see. Figure 1 shows a spring. Figure 2 shows what happens when a ball is attached to the spring. Which of the following shows the direction of the forces acting on the ball and the spring? On the ball, it should be going downwards because it's gravity. So it's gravity. Force of the spring. Force of the spring. It's pulling downwards. That means the force is going downwards as well. So yeah, it should be going downwards. So the answer is 2. Okay, so let's see. Substance P has is a solid at 20 degrees Celsius and a liquid at 150 degrees Celsius. Which of the following is possible? I'm getting dramatic flashbacks of physics in uni. I'm sorry, Raven. Well, this is what my Discord committee has decided me to try out. I mean, they could have asked me to do English or Chinese, but they did not ask me to do that. They told me to do this instead. Well, I don't remember like a good chunk of it though, seriously. I really don't remember. Okay, let's see. But you studied physics though. I did not study physics. Wait, I did. I did study physics when I was in high school. But I did not study biology. So yeah. So biology is a bit of like question mark on my mind. Melting point. Melting point is obviously higher because if it's lower, right, it should be a solid at this point. A liquid at 150 degrees Celsius. So that means boiling point should be higher than the liquid. So that means it's this and this. So it's 4. You don't know how you passed that class? I don't know how I passed this when I was in primary school, man. Raven, I don't remember at all. Okay. A compass has a small magnet that can move freely. The diagram shows the compass when the magnet is brought near it. Okay. So this is definitely S, this is N. 4-bar magnets are arranged in a way that they're attracted to one another. A compass was then placed near F as shown below. Interesting. So this is south, this is north. This is south, this is north. This is south, this is north, this is south. So that means F is south, and then E is also south. So the number 1 is the correct answer. That's why I remembered it as it to be. The diagram below shows 4 circuits. All the bulbs and batteries are new and identical. Which of the following 2 bulbs have the same brightness? Ooh. Okay, so let me think about this one. A parallel port. Okay, I remember about this. A parallel circuit is sharing half of it. This is sharing half as well, because there's 2 bulbs here. So this is 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 1, and this is 1. No, this is double. So this is double. Sorry. That means B and D is actually sharing the same brightness. Correct. Let's see. The diagram below shows the flow of a heat and between an egg, glass, and a glass, water and a glass container. Which of the following diagrams shows the temperature of an egg and the water for the flow of heat to happen? Huh. Damn. Okay, I need to think about this one, man. Okay. That means, okay, let's see. Okay, let's say this is heat. The heat will go into water. The heat is also going to the glass container. The water also heats up the glass container. So that means the egg is also heating up the glass container, isn't it? That means 3 is the most likely scenario now. Cold is not cold, yeah. So, cold water. Yeah, I think the answer is 3. Let's see. A diagram shows a person preparing to bungee jump from a bridge. Compare the potential energy and kinetic energy of the person points X and Y. Which of the following is which of the one is correct? Potential energy compared to X and Y. X compared to Y. Okay. I know that the kinetic energy from here is lesser compared to here. So that means Y is definitely more than X. Potential energy should be the other way round. So it should be less and less. So it's 4. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Keegan wanted to find out how well the 3 materials PQR conduct heat. He poured the water into 3 similar containers made of the different materials. Okay. He recorded the time for the water to boil in the table below. Why is it different amount of water though? So wait, does it mean that... Wait, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is it different amount of water in the first place? Hello? If there's more water to boil means it's very good conducting of heat. What? So 0 0.3, 0 0.1. Wait. I think this might help me to do something. It'll be helpful for me to divide them so I can get a good sense of like how well they do. These questions surpass my level of intelligence. I don't know either as well, like really. Damn. Which three materials conduct heat better? I have a dumb question. Why is it in different amount of water? It's so confusing now. Okay, but if for my understanding is that if there is so much water and it still can boil very fast, it should means that it's very good in conducting of heat. If it's so little water, it takes 10 minutes, it shouldn't be very good. Then it should be good at R. So that means the answer should be 2. I don't know. It's a bit of a rough guess, but it could be that, I feel. Winston conducted an experiment using wooden block W and a flat wooden plank XY placed horizontal as shown in figure 1 below. He raised the end of wooden plank slightly as shown in figure 2, but the block did not slide down. And when NX was raised high enough, he observed the block sliding down as shown in figure 3. Huh. Which of the following statements are true? Frictional force acted on the block when it was resting on figure 1. Obviously that's not correct. Frictional force acted on the block when the plank was raised in figure 2. It's correct technically, but it's not enough to counter because the center of gravity is not enough. So that means this is lesser compared to this, and this one is more than its center of gravity. So that means there are frictional force in both, isn't it? No. It's not frictional force. This is actually gravity. Gravity, is it? Center of gravity. It should be C only though, I feel. I find the answer is C. So it should be 2. I don't know. I kind of forgot this already, honestly. Okay, RZ, whoever his name is, wanted to find out the time taken for a wooden block to slide down 2 different surfaces, A and B, using the setup below. Okay, surface A is smoother than surface B. He measured the time for wooden block to slide down the 2 surfaces, which the following graphs likely shows the results. Yeah, A is faster. That's for sure. A is definitely faster. So that means... Yeah, it should be 1. It should be 1. Okay, next one. Yeah, A should be fast. Yeah, A should be faster, correct. Selby carried out an experiment using N and NNOP. She placed them on 2, 4, 6, and 8 centimeters but respectively. She shone a torch on the materials as shown below. Okay, let's see. She measured the light light travels. She reviewed the experiment by rearranging the positions of materials recorded in the results below. Okay, so if it's MNOP, light travel distance is 2. So that means this is transparent. This is able to allow the light to travel. Okay, so that means if it's ONMP, it's transparent. So both is transparent. This and this is transparent. So that means... Okay. That means M... Wait, what? Correct what? So that means N should be transparent. N is definitely transparent. Transparent. What? My brains are working now. Wait. Wait. Measure the distance of light travels. Oh. It's only travel to like here. Okay, sure. Got it. Oof. Okay, so that means N is definitely cannot be... M is definitely not transparent. Okay. So let's see. and P. Okay, so that means, right, it goes through this, and this. So that means O, M, P. Because P has been all the way to the back, it's definitely a not sure. So that means if it passes through O and N, that means it's a yes and yes. So that means its answer is 4. Okay, let's go. Next one. Section B. Write your answers in the blank space provided. The number of marks is shown in the brackets at the end of the question or part question. Oh, okay. Cool. So we're going to be writing down our answers instead. So let's do this. Faru wanted to find out how temperature affects the rate of photosynthesis, sorry. He used water at 10 degrees Celsius and placed the setup near the torch for an hour as shown below. Okay. He measured the amount of gas produced by the plant and repeated the experiment with increasing temperatures as shown below. Oh. But why is it lesser at 40 degrees? Why is it lesser at 40 degrees? I don't understand. Does it mean that the water is too hot for the plant? Name the gas produced by the plant. Oxygen. Based on the results, what is the relationship between temperature and the rate of the... Okay, so the higher the temperature of the water, the more amount of gas produced by the plant. But if the temperature is too high, the amount of gas produced by the plant will be lesser. I'm guessing that's the answer though. I don't know though. Okay, let's see. Kai Jie wanted to find out the presence of oxygen is needed for germination. He placed 5 identical seeds in 2 bags, A and B, and added the same amount of water to wet the cotton as shown below. He recorded his observations after 5 days in the table below. Okay. What would Kai Jie first observe when the seeds germinate? There are 5 identical seeds in 2 bags. Same amount of water. Airtight and sealed. Okay, I've zero clue how to answer this question. Zero clue. Because I don't think I've answered this before in my primary school days. It should stay the same. Okay, so if anything I don't know, I would just not answer because I just don't know. Okay, if bag B is placed in a dark room, will the seed still germinate? Give your reason for your answer. I don't know. I'm skipping this. Okay, let's see. What the heck are all that? Name the gases indicated by the arrows X and Y. As said, if it's going in, it should be oxygen. If it's coming out, it should be carbon dioxide. Okay, so that's what I think it is. In the diagram below, the arrows show the flow of blood between different human body parts. What's the difference between the amount of carbon dioxide and being transported by the blood in A and B? What? The difference. Okay. Okay. I think I know this one. Because lungs is going into the heart, that means it's oxygen. And it's processed already, so that means it should be carbon dioxide going into. Okay, that means A and B. The amount of carbon dioxide transported by A is lesser than B. I'm just gonna throw my degree out. I don't know though. By the blood in A is lesser than B. Which of the arrows, A or B, represents the blood with more amount of digested food after digestion? explain. It should be D. It should be D. But I'll be very honest, I don't know how to explain this one. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Like, my memory is that bad. I don't know how to explain this one. Let's see. The diagram below shows organism X. State the skeleton adaptation of organism X that allow it to hunt for its prey. I think it's its skeletons allow it to be allow the animal to be flexible and 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 move freely so that it can hunt for its prey easily. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think this might be the answer. When the body temperature of X increases, it opens its mouth, exposing its moist mouth and tongue to the surrounding while keeping itself in the shade. Explain how such behavior helps organism X to lower its body temperature. When when the air enters the the mouth, enters the moist mouth and tongue, it cools the air inhaled, thus cooling the overall body temperature with the cold air being inhaled. I don't know if this is correct, but this is how I would explain it to people. This is how bad my science is now. Let's see. Organism P flew into the mouth of organism X and removed scraps of food trapped in between organism X teeth. Then it flew away unharmed. Explain both organism X and P benefit from each other. What? What am I reading? Ah, shouldn't it be killed by organism X? So bird gets snapped and croc gets cleave. Actually, that makes sense though. Okay, let's answer that. Um, um, organism he gets to clean its mouth while consuming food from there. Um, yeah, I think that's correct. Organism P. Um, free food. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it in such a nice way though, but that's how I would explain it though. Okay. The diagram below shows the movement of substances in the plant. Leaves to part X to other plants are parts of the plant. Based on the diagram above, identify part X and state its function. Is it the stem? Yeah, it's a stem. Stem. It is to transport it is to transport what is it called? Minerals absorbed by the leaves to other parts of the plant. Should be correct. Okay, next one. The diagram below shows the measured depth of the horizontal distance of root growth. The results for plant A, B, C are shown below. Okay, which plant A, B, or C is most likely found in the desert? Explain your answer. I mean, right. Horizontal distance. I would assume that probably has to reach further in the desert. Okay, I'm assuming, right, that... Okay, let's assume it's a cactus. A cactus needs to be short, so it doesn't like have much... It doesn't like absorb as much, doesn't get like its stuff dry out from the sun. But it needs to have like long roots so it can like reach as much water as possible in the sand or the on the ground itself. So I'm assuming that it needs to have long depth, and the average horizontal distance should be shorter. So I'm assuming the answer is A. The plant needs to have longer depth of root growth to absorb as much water as possible in the ground, and it should be short. It should have short horizontal distance to minimize water loss from the heat. This sounds about right, in my opinion. There you go. Next one. The diagram below shows plant D with food stored in its roots. When plant D was planted in non-fertile soil, the leaves of the plant remained green and did not wilt. Based on the information above, what would be observed of the root after a week? Give a reason for your answer. What? If it's non-fertile soil, means that there's nothing though. Okay. Let me make an educated guess here. The root would be less swollen as the plant has absorbed all its nutrients, all its possible minerals and nutrients from it. Okay, this sounds about right, but I might be wrong though. Okay, Abby and Connie set up the circuit as shown below. When they closed both switches, they realized none of the bulb above lit up. Given that only one bulb Y or Z is fused, both girls wrote their following conclusions in their science journals, which student Abby and or Connie is correct in her conclusion, and give a reason for their answer. Wow, that is quite tough though. Not gonna lie. Oh my god! SCN Shadow, welcome in to the channel. Welcome in. I think. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Let me just untime you out. Shucks! So sorry, guys. So sorry. But welcome in to the channel. Let me just untime you out as I'm trying to welcome you guys. Welcome in to the channel. How was your prosperity burger, by the way? Oh gosh. Wait. How many more people are wait. Oh gosh. Okay, there you go. I don't have any mods around. Is that it, right? That's it wrong, right? Oh wait. Oops. Oh gosh. Thank you so much for the raid, ST. Really, truly appreciate it. Just want to say hello there. My name is KH and I'm a Singaporean streamer, and we are currently doing our PSLE paper for science paper, and currently we are trying to do the second paper, which is the very difficult part of our science paper. So yeah. And then after that, we'll be playing Dark Souls as well. Thank you so much for choosing this stream to rate. ST is here disturb. Is here disturb.
I noticed.
How was your how was your prosperity burger, by the way, ST?
I'm coming back. Hold on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. Happy CNY to you as well. And also, while we're at it, while we do have a couple of new viewers here and there, I just want to show you guys my rate video that I typically always show the that I typically show to new viewers and as well as new raiders as well. So once again, thank you so much for choosing this stream to raid, and then let's show you guys like my raid video or channel trailer. See you guys in a bit.
I'm coming back. Hold on. I'm like sold up.
Hello, children of the Orange Gang. It is I, Uncle Bear, here to rescue Auntie Kay and Valen today.
Oh my god, my car! That is tough as hell. What? Ah! Oh! Boo! No.
Go. Is it 5-star?
Cheat sheet, goddammit!
Oh my love. I'm literally kissing my mic. Hi, wandering devil.
No, it doesn't matter to me anyway.
And you failed.
Once again, thank you so much for raiding in ST. I'm not sure if ST is still around, but again, once again to the raiders, if you really do need to leave or just gonna be looking around, feel free to do your own things. Otherwise, if you're around in chat, feel free to say hi. Thank you so much for the subscribing. You've been resubscribed and you've been subscribed for 5 months. Potato Rod, thank you so much. A long time no see in this channel as well. And thank you so much for coming in, NPC A's. I know there are a couple of people who got untimed out in the chat. If I do miss you, please do let me know. Otherwise, I think that's it, right? I think there's one more person that I did not untime out. Let me just double check real quick because apparently this is just so embarrassing here. Okay, but thank you so much for reading in and wow, another raid. Hi there, Ben. Welcome in, Ben. We're currently doing our Psle science stream here, and we're halfway through this. I think we're almost done with it as well. But the questions in paper 2 is so goddamn difficult that I can't even think right now. So yeah. Yes, I start already. But yeah, we had a raid just now by ST and Shadow. So once again, thank you so much. And let me just give a shout out to Playsic Bear. And after this, we'll be playing Dark Souls 2. So
I'm not gonna talk to you.
it's gonna be a
Wait,
short
wait,
paper
wait, show me
anyway
the
because
way, show me the way.
PSLE Science is a really short paper also. It's like 1 hours and 45 minutes also. It's very, very short.
Yeah, right. This is the right way.
Testing timeout still no, you're not timeout anymore, Jace. So sorry about that. So sorry. I missed you, Dev though. I somehow I think I accidentally did exclamation mark shout out to you instead. So yes, need help. It can't exactly help me too much because I'm trying to see how much points I can get, but feel free to give your traumatic experiences of this game itself. Why is it always straight? No, that is Baldur's Gate though, isn't it? Yeah, but this PSLE paper is like so traumatically difficult for me. Like I had to skip some of the questions because like I didn't know how to answer some of them though. Yeah, it's that difficult. So let's get back to the paper and let's see if the chat knows how to answer the questions. So yeah, let's get back to the paper. There you go. And let me play some music as well because we are in the midst of listening to some nice Genshin music. You went through last year's paper with my students already, so can probably help later. Oh, I would say that I am better at SMAX than in science, but it's so difficult as what Raven has mentioned. Even they had a science uni degree or something. Yeah, and I don't even know like half of the questions properly. So yeah, I'm just like taking my time to understand and doing it to the best of my ability. So yeah, it is quite tough. Not gonna lie. Science usually need to answer with a template style. Yes, that's what I realized as well. But I don't remember the template. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while though. So yeah, let's repeat the question again for the new viewers to listen in. Abby and Connie set up the circuit as shown below. When they closed both switches, they realized that none of the bulbs above lit up, or given only one bulb Y or Z is fused. Both girls wrote the following conclusions in their science journals. Abby says that bulb Y is fused. Connie says that bulb Z is fused. Which student, Abby or Connie, is correct in her conclusion and give a reason for your answer? And Potato Roll, you're obviously first in this stream. You're obviously first. Thank you so much for the redeem. You have all the bragging rights in the world here. Okay, so let's see. Which is correct? Okay, if none of the bulbs light up, right? Wow. This is switched on. Actually, I don't really know how to answer this question. I'll be very honest. I don't know how. But need help? Wait, let me think. Who is correct though? Why is fused? Okay. Okay, so what I understand about this question is that, right? Assuming if all the bulbs is okay, assuming, bulb X and Z should light up regardless of whatever happens. Okay? Bulb Y is a wild card right now, in my opinion. Because it's independent to each other. I don't know. Who is correct? Who is correct? It's more like a 50-50 answer though. I don't know. I really don't know. But okay, let's think. Who is correct though? I feel like I feel like who is correct? Huh. Bulb Y is fused. Bulb Y, okay, wait. Bulb Y connects to everything. Correct. So that means, right, if one of the bulb is fused, it doesn't really matter anyway because it should light up. So that means bulb Y is fused. Bulb Y is correct. That means Abby is correct. Abby is correct. Oh, you know, 50-50. Technically, right? See, choose one is correct. Okay, so that means Abby is correct. Because, right, if bulb Z is fused, bulb Y and X still can technically light up. Isn't it? But if Y is fused, Z and X and Z can be light up, what, isn't it? Yeah. Correct. Is wrong. Bulb Z is fused. Cause it's in the main circuit with the battery. Oh, oops. Okay. Jace, listen to me, You know why I said this? I thought this is a battery. My eyes thought that this is a battery. Oh my god, my eyes need to check. My eyes need to check up already. Okay. So that means, okay, yeah. So that means Connie's actually correct. Connie is correct. Okay, but don't explain to me, Don't explain to me. Okay, so that means Connie is correct. Z is fused. So that means if bulb Z is fused, bulb Y and X cannot be light up as they are in the main as bulb Z is in the way of connection from the battery. Okay, Jace, in my defense, I don't remember the anymore. So this is just my best way of explaining it. I literally forgot how to explain all of these primary school answers already. Like, this is how I would explain it in my own language, okay? So cut me some slack here. Okay. Since bulb Z is fused, the connection is in the open circuit and all the other bulbs can light up. More or less, it's a template answer. Oh, okay. We can take a look later. Let's see. Abby and Connie replaced the fuse bulb with a working one. Arrange 3 bulbs, 2 batteries, and 1 switch to construct a circuit in the space provided below so that all 3 bulbs will light up with equal and maximum brightness. Wow. The keyword is open circuit. Jace, you answered Ken already. Don't need to be so strict, okay? You understand Ken already. Don't need to be so strict. Give me chance. It's CNY, give me some chance. Okay, let's see. 3 bulbs, 2 batteries, construct a switch, and one switch. Okay, so let's do this one. This one, connect, this one, and then connect to one switch. Remember how light ups in the series and port parallel? Yeah, I remember that one. But I believe it's gonna be light up lesser in the parallel port, parallel series, sorry, yeah. And there you go. Yeah. This should be more than the... Yeah, correct. This should be more, I feel, than the parallel series. If my memory serves me correct. So let's continue from there. Okay. Aiden uses the setup shown below to take photographs of birds automatically. Rod R is pivoted at W. The mental contacts A and B are connected to a special camera that by wires so that A touches B, the camera will take a photograph of the object at P. Bruh! Why do you have to come up with such a complicated device for a photo? Okay, explain how this setup enables the camera to take a photograph of a bird when it lands on P to eat the seeds. Okay. Let me think how I'll explain it in my own way. When a bird lands on P, also all parallel allows all circuits to light up equally as the current running across all parallels are equal. In the series, the first light bulb will be the brightest. Really? I thought it's all equal because of that though. I thought okay, so I remember that parallel series is that all of them be divided equally. But I didn't know that if it's in what is it called again? If it's in the what's it called? If it's in a main circuit like that, it means that it'll be all equal same brightness from the same battery. But the same battery will be divided equally into the same number of bulbs in a parallel series. The first bulb will receive the largest current, lighting up the brightest. Really? I don't remember this though, Jace. Huh. Interesting. I really don't remember this part. Because I remember my teacher told me that if it's in a main circuit like that, a normal circuit, it's basically all will be light up equally regardless of how many batteries you have. But if it's in the parallel port, if it's in the parallel series, it'll be divided to the batteries that you have. So there's a one light bulb, one light bulb. Yeah, correct. It's divided current. That's what I remembered. But if it's a main series, I remember it was the same brightness all throughout. So that's what I remembered from the main series. But yeah, if the bird lands on P, its weight will pull down the spring. Thus affecting the rod R. This will bring metal contacts A and B together, and A and B together. This will power up the circuit and trigger the camera to take a photo of the bird. I hope this is correct. Give me chance, teacher. Teacher Jace, give me chance. I mean, this is how I will explain it at least. Okay, next. Aiden noticed that small birds have been feeding off the seeds at P, but no photographs were taken even though the setup was working properly. Describe one change that Aiden can make the setup so that the camera will also take photographs of smaller birds. Explain. Ooh. How would it take smaller birds though? Okay, I think I know how. I think I know how. Okay. Metal contacts A and B should be placed. I do this regularly, so it's rather second nature. Oh, but are you a teacher? Are you like a full-time teacher here? Place nearer E equals MC squared. No, no, no. We are not using that there, but welcome in, Phoebe. Welcome in. To be placed nearer to the pivot. How spell pivot again? Pivot. Pivot W. W. This allows little. How do I explain the weight? How do I explain this? Full-time tuition teacher. Oh yeah, full-time tuition teacher. I hope I do good at least for a grown adult doing this though. And yes, happy CNY Day 2 to everyone. Do math, science, and English from upper primary to JC. Oh, I did math the other day, last week. And my math was 67 out of 100. So yeah, that explains how bad I was already. Little mess to little weight to trigger the setup to work, thus easily allowing the metal contacts A and B to touch each other. Gonna lurk cause too noisy here. I lurk. Okay, see you around, Phoebe. Thank you so much for coming in. And obviously we are not using E equals MC squared here. That's advanced science here already, so what happened here? Okay, cool. Okay, this is how I would explain this, but I don't know how to explain it in primary school. I don't know how to explain it in primary school, so yeah. Oh, I remember this. Okay. 200 ml of blue colored water was mixed with 200 ml of red colored water. The mixture was then heated as shown in the diagram below. Okay. Can you repeat the question? Dialog box was blocking. So there you go. So this is how I would explain it, I guess. I would say like metal contacts A and B should place nearer to the pivot W. This allows little weight to trigger the setup to work, thus easily allowing metal contacts A and B to touch each other. This is how I would personally explain it. I do not explain it in the way of how like you explain in primary school. So this is the closest to my knowledge, I would say. So yeah. Then the next one is this one. 200 mixed with 200 red color. Do you defend yourself? No lah, this is how I am. This is how I am. Droplets of liquid W can explain can already, yeah. Hopefully. Liquid W will form in the inner side of the funnel after the setup was heated. What's the color of W? Huh? Trick question? What's the color? What's the color for water? How to explain color of water? Color of water is just blank, what? It's just nothing. It's transparent, isn't it? Use colors, okay. Trying to trick me, I was thinking like in my art brain. It's like, oh, blue color mixed with red is what? What is blue plus red? Is blue plus red, isn't it purple if I recall correctly? I can't remember already. Okay, but anyway, that's not a point because it should be colors. Explain how the liquid W was formed. Okay, this one I remember. When the beaker of liquid is boiled, boiling. Oh wait, when the beaker of liquid is being boiled, water vapor is formed, and when the water vapor is formed, when water vapor comes into, is to trick the students in mixing the colors together. Yeah. Come in contact with the inner side of the funnel, condensation occurs. Thus, this is how liquid W was formed. This is how I remember it back then. Okay, let's see. The diagram below represents a water cycle. Which part of the water cycle does liquid W represent? Huh? Rain to seawater is just raining. It's precipitation, isn't it? So it should be from clouds to rain. Clouds to rain. I guess. I don't know. Next one. Bowen wants to investigate if the amount of potential energy is affected by the height of the object using the setup below. He dropped the ball from a certain height onto a container of sand. The ball created a circular dent, and he measured the depth of the dent. He represented the experiment using balls of various mass and height of release. He then recorded his results in the table shown below. Which two setups should he use to investigate the experiment? Let's see. Wait, to what? What did he want to? Affected by the height. Okay, so the height is important. That means the mass should be constant. So set up A and B. Next one. Fruit P and Q are from the same tree. They drop from the tree when they are ripe. Bowen concluded that Q has more potential energy than P when they are at the same height. Using the results, Bowen explained how he arrived at this conclusion. how to explain this though? I know how to answer this question. The problem is that I don't know how to put it in words. Because I remember answering this question when I was in physics. But I don't know how to explain this. Obviously Q has more potential energy because of its mass. Like higher mass equals higher potential energy. But how do I put it in words? Oh wait, I think I know. Okay. Fruit Q has higher potential energy as when both fruit when both fruits drop together from the same height, the potential and the mass is converted from potential energy to kinetic energy. The higher the potential. Wait, how do I see this? Is it higher energy? Energy. Q has greater mass, which increases its acceleration to the ground, giving it more potential energy. But Jace, you're spoiling me the answers. Let me try to attempt them first before you spoil the answers, because I'm supposed to like judge my my marks that I have for this paper actually. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Energy. Okay, so no worries. High good energy. As fruit Q has more mass, it will have higher acceleration, thus affecting thus affecting what again? The increase of depth in dent. I don't know, this is how I explain it, I guess. It's a bit weird for me to explain this, but I guess it's how I explain it. Let's see. Samples of water were collected from 3 different rivers. One of the rivers was next to a vegetable farm, where the soil and fertilizers tend to get washed down into the river. Another was next to a chemical factory which disperses its chemical waste into the water. The last was running through a nature reserve. Okay. The table below shows the 3 samples and their descriptions. Sample P has colorless and odorless. Guppy died within 2 hours of placing into the water. P. Muddy particles suspended in the water, algae been growing abundantly on the water surface, strong stench of feces. R. colorless and odorless. Guppies survive when placed in the water. Damn. Which water sample was likely taken from a river next to a vegetable farm? Let's see. Muddy particles. Okay, I'm guessing right. One of the rivers was next to a vegetable farm where soil and fertilizers tend to get washed out into chemical waste. Okay, I'm assuming chemical waste is like there's like nothing, but it's just like it's poisonous. That's all. So, um, nature reserve is what though? Nature reserve. Nature reserve is just like normal water, right? I'm assuming. So that means Q. I think Q is the right answer. There are muddy particles and strong stench of feces. Which suggests that it came from a vegetable farm as where soil and fertilizers tend to get washed into the river. So yeah, it should be Q. Okay. Although the water collected in sample P was clear and odorless, suggests a possible reason why the guppy died. The guppy died because of the chemical waste being dispensed by the nearby factory. There you go. Let's see. The water in sample Q was poured through a filter as shown in the diagram below. Algae in sample Q was caught above the layer of particles. A bit of feces were caught above the cross sand, and the particles of soil were caught above the layer of fine sand. The water collected now looks similar to sample R. The guppy still died when placed in the water collector. What? Sample Q is muddy particles from suspended. Okay. Huh? What? That came from the farm and the factory, isn't it? That's how I would describe this as in some sense. The particles of soy. Wait, what? Okay, wait. The bits of feces came from the farm. And then after that, the guppy died because of the chemical waste from the factory. It's a bit like repeating myself, isn't it? It's a bit weird for me to answer this question, I feel. Next question. Jeremy proposed a new design for a cooler bus shelter as shown below. Wow! I wish there's this in all the bus stops, man. Imagine like every bus stop has this like aircon thing at the very top or something. That would be so cool though. Okay, the solar panels, light and fan light box form a complete circuit, electrical circuit. Solar panels are placed above the bus shelter. Under a strong amount of light, electricity will flow from the solar panels to the fan, which causes the fan to work. Write down the energy conservation, which causes the fan to work. What? Oh, wait. Solar energy. Okay, I think it's this. I think it's this. I think it's this. Then it's electrical energy. Then is kinetic energy. Okay, I think I don't really remember this already. Next one. The graph below shows the amount of light the solar panel received on a particular day. Okay. Given that the fan will require at least 200 units to work, place a tick beside the time where the fan is able to cool the bus shelter. Huh. Shouldn't at 12 p.m. be more? Okay, but it's a particular day, so it doesn't really matter anyway. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is 100, so it doesn't work. 10 a.m. So it works. 12 p.m. It doesn't work. 2 p.m. it works. 4 p.m. doesn't really work. That means it's 2 and 10 a.m. Next. Jeremy wants to choose a circuit for his bus shelter where the fan and the light box will work at the same time. The following shows two possible circuits for the bus shelter. Which circuit should Jeremy choose for the bus shelter? Give a reason for your answer. Okay, so from Jay's answer, right, I should be choosing circuit Y because, as what he mentioned or what they mentioned, sorry, they mentioned that there's will be an equal distribution of power divided into the fan and light box. But for circuit X, the solar panels will go into the fan first, then you go into the light box. That means the fan will have more power than the light box. So this is what I understood from teacher Jay's. Hopefully this is correct. So circuit Y. This is because the power generated from the solar panels will distribute. Correct. And another problem, and this is real world, most circuits are parallel to prevent the whole system blackout if one is fused. Ah. Wait, in what scenario? Okay, asking it seriously, in a real life situation. In what situation where we need to use a normal circuit itself, like in circuit X? Because like, why are we learning about circuit X where circuit Y is actually technically better than circuit X? Distribute to distribute equally to the fan and the light box. There you go. Okay, last question. Remake series for main circuit design. Ah. Right, Susan wanted to find out how the angle their subcomponents are in parallel. Oh, okay, makes sense. Susan wanted to find out how the angle of a slope would affect how far a ball traveled. She released a ball at the top of a plank as shown in diagram 1 and measured the distance the ball traveled from the bottom of the plank. She repeated the experiment with bigger angle as shown in diagram 2. Why the heck do you have two different ball mass? Hello? You still wait. CT concluded that the bigger angle would cause the ball to travel further, but however, the teacher told her the experiment was not fair and her results were wrong. Well, the first item in the series will be the most powered, like a main board, then lesser secondary components are further down the line. That makes sense because like you want it to be the most powered. Then after that, like anything travels after that one, it's usually lesser power already, ma. So like you want it to be equally distributed accordingly, so like they don't lose as much power after that. I'm assuming is it. Okay, Wayne one force that act on the board as it rolls down from the technically it's gravitational force. Technically, but can act on the board. It's also friction as well. I can either do friction or gravitational energy. So I'll just put gravitational because that's the more accurate in my opinion. Energy. There you go. Give two possible reasons why the results were wrong. Okay, let's see. How the angle of the slope will affect how far the ball has traveled. Okay, two reasons. The mass of the ball and height of the slope cause variable results to the experiment. Suggest how Susan could improve her experiment. Susan should have the same ball mass and same height of of the plank so that the results would be fair. Okay. Oh, so Jace, do you want to try marking my results? I have some questions I missed out because I don't really know how to answer them at all. But you can do the honors if you want to. Because I think for the section B, I'm not too sure how to calculate the results. So yeah, do you want to do the honors on marking the results? Don't want? Otherwise, I don't know how to calculate for the answers, you know. I'm about to see stars. Is it that bad? Okay, to be fair, right? To be fair, it has been a while since I actually seen how science paper like. So I'm actually kind of surprised by the level of intensity of the science papers though. You just compare lor, see if got keywords. Okay, sure. Okay lah, got no keywords then wrong lah. Not answering is okay, not so bad. Okay lah. I try lah, I try. Okay, let's see from this. I do have the full screen here, so you guys can see and compare together with me. And see how far I do though. I mean, my kids, they have no logic, then a grammar and their handwriting. Is it that bad? Okay, I wanted to be a mathematics teacher when I was younger. So maybe that could be my retirement job. But do you go through like any form of training or something before going become as a tuition teacher? Okay, let's see. Correct. 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 Oh, this is wrong. Oh, it's wrong too. Oh, this is wrong too. Oof. 3 wrong questions in a row. Correct. I will recommend you to take secondary school first, not primary school. Why though? Need a lot of patience. Okay. Actually, right, I wouldn't mind trying e-math because I really love mathematics when I was in secondary school, or at least in primary school as well. But if it's like a math, I don't think I'll be very confident. Okay, 10 is... Wow, I'm getting so many wrong though. Okay. 12 is correct. 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 Can talk to you about it if you're interested. Better talk to type here. Later my fingers. Sure. I mean, it's a retirement thing though. Like, if I'm really that interested, sure. I guess. Let's see. Damn. I'm wrong for so many of them though. Oh, it should be waterproof, right? Okay, fine, whatever. How many light bulbs will light up? This one is correct. Correct. 18 is correct. 19 is wrong. 20 is correct. 21 is correct. 22 is wrong. 23 is wrong. 24 is wrong as well. Wow, gets me wrong. 25 is correct. 26 is... It's wrong. 27 is correct. 28 is correct. Okay, let's see how many of those section 1 is correct first, before I continue marking and be depressed by the amount of marks I have. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 questions correct. So I have 16 questions correct out of 28. Oof. So I got 32 marks from this. Okay. Let's go for the next one. I have a very strong feeling a lot of the questions here are wrong, but let's just see where it goes. Okay. Name the gas name produced by the plant. Okay. So yeah, correct. So this is oxygen, correct? 1 mark. Let's see. As the temperature increases from 10 degrees to 30 degrees, the rate of photosynthesis increase. As the temperature increases from 30 degrees to 40 degrees, the rate of photosynthesis decreases. After 40 degrees, the rate increases. Okay. I would consider this as correct. It's basically around the same as what I said. Yeah. Okay, next. 30. Okay, I did not attempt this question at all because I don't know I don't even know how to explain this question at all. So yeah, next one is carbon dioxide and oxygen, correct? Next one is what's this one? What's the difference between this? Okay, let's see. Blood A is poorer and lower in carbon dioxide, while B is higher and richer. Yeah, correct. So this is correct. I got this one correct, but I did not explain, so I'm gonna give myself half a mark this one. Just make sure the keywords are in. That makes the mark. Even the template is slightly off. If they have keywords, we'll get the marks. Okay, Jace, I will consider it correct if my explanation is somewhat there. Okay, I will definitely not have the keywords. That's for sure because it's been a long while since I remember all the keywords. But if the explanation sounds about right compared to the answer key, I will definitely consider it as correct. But it's very off, right? Then of course it's wrong really lah. Yeah, lah. Next one. 32. Moist, loose heat, sharp teeth. Okay, this is obviously wrong. Moist, gain heat. I wouldn't consider this as correct. Yeah. No worries, keywords can be similar, especially when you learn the more complex versions. Yeah. That's understandable. Next one. Clean is correct. This one, Oh wait, free food. Wait, I'm very tempted to make this as correct, but okay. Technically, the answer is correct because it's not wrong in saying that you can obtain food more easily. Just that I would put this as half of mark. Okay, free food is not wrong in saying it's free food, but technically, if the bird is dumb enough, the bird can be killed by the crocodiles. So, okay, to give myself some pardon of leniency, I will give myself half a mark here. Okay. Not wrong in saying this, but it's still wrong. Okay. Next one. It's a stem, it's correct. It keeps the root upright, allows the food to transport. Yep, correct. This is correct as well. So we got 1 mark from this. Let's see. A is correct. The root of the A is the deepest. So it's able to absorb more water, correct. So this is correct. What's this? Okay, I think this is correct. But I shouldn't need to explain this at all. Okay, let's see. The roots will become smaller. It uses the food store, and this is correct. This one. We are going into the... Now I'm in Hogwarts Legacy, brewing potions, brain 2 focusing on making stuff here. It's alright. I've been wanting to try out Hogwarts Legacy though. Do you think it's a very good game for me to try out? I mean, I like to play like RPG games and stuff, but I have not watched a lot of Harry Potter content as well. Connie is right. If Z is remains open circuit, cannot flow through. Yeah lah, correct lah. So I think it's correct for now. So this is wrong. Okay. Compressed and lowered. Pulls down the spring, correct. Which causes to touch each other. It's correct. Closed circuit. This will power up the circuit. I'll take it as that. And then the camera will take a picture, allow it to work. Correct. So this is correct. Describe one change. Okay, let's see. Use nearer to each other. Yeah, this is correct as well. I did not use the lesser force, so I will put this as 1 mark. Odorless, no color, transparent. Yeah, this one is correct. Thank you to Jace for this one. 1 mark sympathy here. Because I was about to say like transparent, but I wasn't sure if transparent is a correct color to use. Okay, W, how was formed? Gain from the heat, evaporated to form water vapor. Correct. Water vapor comes in contact with the cool surface of the funnel, loses heat, and condenses. Okay, I'll take it as correct as well. If you like single player, third person action open world like Batman or War Model Ethical, yeah, it's actually a pretty good game. I saw one of my moderators placing bet playing it. It does look very good, but I'm scared it's a bit too fast paced for me. So yeah. Clouds to rain, yeah. I think it's correct. I think it is correct, yeah. Yep, this is correct. Cause a deeper than. Deeper. I did not mention about the higher. Wait, I think I did. Yeah, we can take it as it is, so we can take it as 2 marks for this one. Okay, Q was washed. Correct. Correct. Okay, this is both is wrong. Solar, electrical, kinetic, correct. Next one is 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Correct. Why? This is because can still work with other functions. Oh, okay, this is wrong. Yeah, so this is 1 mark. Fast paced on a fast paced. Batman is more fast paced. I mean, okay, I've been playing Dark Souls though, so I feel like Dark Souls can be quite fast paced at times when it comes to the enemy placements and how you fight the monsters as well. Gravitational, but it's only half mark here. I did put this for some reason. This is correct. This how is correct. So 1, 2. So let's calculate all the marks. 2.5 and 3.5. 1 mark. This is 2 marks. This is 1 mark. So about 40 minutes, 40 hours into it, it's not that fast paced. You need to remember too many combos. But it's very keyboard based, right? That game. 1 mark. 1 mark. 2 marks. 1 mark. This is 4 marks. This is 3 marks. This is 1 mark. This is 1 mark. This is 3 marks. This is 1.5 marks. This is 3.5 marks. This is 0. This is 2 marks. Okay, let's calculate them. 2, 5.5, 7, 10, 11, 12, 15, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, and 31.5 marks. This is in mode make a good open world experience. Ooh. Love to try out. Plus 31.5 marks. So we are at 63.5 marks here. So yeah, we got the whole paper done, and I got 63.5 marks here. I would say it's a pretty good attempt, not gonna lie. Considering the fact that I still remember a good chunk of my science, I think this is a good attempt. Honestly, it's a pretty good attempt. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this, honestly. But thankfully, this is the last time that I will be doing this. So yeah, that's it for our 300 followers special. Okay, let's off our music. There you go. So yeah, we have gotten 64 points for our, what is it called again? Max? 67. Around 67 points for max. And for science, we got 63.5 points for science. So yeah, am I smarter than a 6th grader? No, I'm not. I'm not smarter than a 6th grader. But am I smarter than the average human doing this? I don't know. I don't know. Like, Jace, like, what do you think of my marks? Like, how do you think I did in this? Do you think, like, I did better? Good at them without studying? Hey, to be fair, I used to love a lot of mathematics and science when I was a kid. So, I wouldn't be surprised getting this amount of points, but at the same time, I expected myself to get a little bit more higher because I thought that because like my science is not that bad, and also my maths is not that bad, I should be able to get quite a while. Considering you didn't have any hints, any training, studying or training is a good score. Yeah, I think it's a good score. I think my mom will be proud of me. I wish I can use this amount of score for my actual PSLE. But the thing is that I don't remember how much I got from my PSLE. I know I got, okay. So I remember I got 193 for my PSLE. Back then it was a very good score. Um, I just wish I did better, of course. But now that I've returned back to do this, I feel like I was just being dumb back then. I could have done way better previously, but I just didn't, honestly. Yeah. But PSLE is pretty cool. I might give, okay, if there's demand, okay? Hear me out. If there's demand, I might try O levels EMath. I might try. Because O level EMath, I actually, okay, prior to this stream or prior to this like whole PSLE streams and stuff like that, I actually went to look up on O level EMath, and I see like how like the EMath is like, and it did look. I would say that it's easy. I would say it's difficult, but I think it's manageable. Like I'll be happy to try out E level. O levels need a bit of study, cause of working and methods. Yep, I agree. Like you do need a little bit of thinking, but that's the furthest I will go. Like I'm not willing to go any more further than E math. If you ask me to try science, ask me to try A math, which ask me to try Chinese, English or whatever, no, nope. That's it. I'm not willing to try those. E math is the highest level that I will try on stream, and if there's demand, sure, I wouldn't mind trying it. And for EMath, there's terminology you need to remember. Yep. Of course, the terminology is important. Stats, sets, you need to know the symbols and meaning. I would like to think that I've remembered a good chunk of it, but I don't think I remembered a lot. AMath is okay for you. Don't be afraid of AMath. I'm afraid that I've forgotten a good chunk of it already. So if you ask me to do like the proper like algebras, I still can remember. But for Trigo and all of that, I totally forgot how to do already. Like calculus, all of that, I can't remember a single thing really. So I only remember dy dx is the answer to everything. Yeah, so I forgotten a good chunk of A math. And yeah, I know like people can do well in A math, but they still can do worse in E math. Yes, it's very true for me. Like I did better in A math compared to E math. So yeah, um, I enjoyed doing A math a lot when I was in secondary school. But my E math was I still like E math, but I didn't do as well for some reason. Like a lot of people say that E math is actually a bit more difficult compared to A math, because A math is all about vomiting out all the formulas and just insert and call it a day. But E-math, there's a lot of understanding the questions, and the questions can be very varied. So it can be quite tough after a while as well. And it does make me appreciate how math is like, and if I didn't struggle with A math when I was younger, I might have gone into a mathematics, and I might have be a mathematics teacher in the first place already, because I actually do love dealing with mathematics when I was young. I love reading up on mathematics. I love watching number file on YouTube and that kind of stuff. Like I really wished that that was the alternative path for myself, but I ended up liking movies and like shows instead. So I became a creative instead. So, that's the alternative route on my end. Maybe in the future, I might do more math. But other than that, I guess I'm just a creative here. um, yeah. So if any streamers want to take up the challenge of doing max and science, I think it's a very good challenge though. Seriously. E-math is more for daily use. A-math is more for science. That is actually quite true though. And thank you so much for the follow, Jace. I hope I kept you entertained, and I hope I wasn't that bad. Even though like you did assure me. I actually want to see other streamers try out this. Whether it be it's on Max or on Science, please convince SD to try out doing mathematics. I want to see her, not say struggle, but I want to see how she does for mathematics. I really want to see how she does it. So yeah. But I think Rai Harty did mathematics, so like this stream is actually kind of inspired by Rai Harty. I don't know how much he actually got for mathematics. So yeah, can talk to you if you want to try build tuition side hustle. ST, I can talk to her. Sure. Let's see how smart she is. I mean, I'm also kind of curious about other streamers' intelligence level also. Not to compare myself, but it's also kind of fun to like see them attempting the questions as well. Like I've seen a couple streamers trying out. Um, I've seen other streamers trying out mathematics, and Rai did also. Yes, correct. Rai did. I saw another streamer did it as well. Um, yeah, I encourage you guys to try out. So thank you so much once again for the 300 followers. And I really don't know what we'll be doing for 400 followers, but we will figure it out as we go along. And we are about 91 more followers to 400 anyway, so it will still be a bit longer while we were reaching there. So we'll think about it as we go along. But once again, thank you so much for helping me to reach 300 followers, and hope you guys had fun watching me struggle in mathematics and science. I only have half your followers numbers. I don't stream that much. Oh, you stream as well? Let me give you a shout out as well. Tell you for 12 followers. It's only 300, but yeah.
I saw like the next some shadow or something. I don't know like
What's that?
why you find over something? Like before the
Is it like
Maybe.
sounds like an Among Us clip, isn't it? I mean I would love to try out playing more party games with people too as well. Okay, 500. No worries, no worries. But again, I left you a follow. I mean, I would love to check you out if you are streaming anytime soon as well. It was Among Us. I was playing with ST. Oh yeah. I remembered that. I wanted to try out with her. I think she was playing with another game with Rye as well. I think it was Goose Goose Duck. But I couldn't come in because I came back and then they were like finishing with last round. I'm like, what the heck? I want to play. So I couldn't play it, unfortunately. But it's alright. It's alright. I'm sure they're gonna play it one day and more in the future. So what gives? Maybe in the future I can also do something like that as well. So yeah, let me go for a quick restroom break. I'm gonna set up the stream for Dark Souls 2. We're gonna be returning back to the land of the cursed game, and we're gonna continue on with where we were, and probably do some farming as well because there might be some stuff that I missed out here and there in Dark Souls. So hopefully we can do better in Dark Souls. So yeah, let me just set up Dark Souls right now. Dark Souls first playthrough, new game. There you go. Dark Souls 2. One of my goals in this channel now is to also try out playing all of the Dark Souls trilogy, and as well as playing all of the like Soulsborne games like Dark Souls trilogy, Sekiro, and Elden Ring, like what Rai is doing. Like she has played Sekiro and now she's playing Elden Ring. So I'm playing the opposite. Like I'm playing the Dark Souls trilogy, and let's just say that the second game has been pretty painful. But what gives? We will slowly play and we'll slowly find out the answer. And I think we are about 10% done with the game. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Let's continue on. And I'll go to the washroom as well. And I'll see you guys in a bit.